All right, man. So the word in the street is big Romero is supposed to be getting upgraded to full WBA champion. So we're title holder. So right now he's the regular, which is not a real title. I mean, they're supposed to eliminate it and they brought it back. I think they was under investigation by somebody, so they brought it back. Um but Ryan Garcia missed out. I think Boots had no interest in fighting Rolly, no interest in fighting T.O., no interest in fighting Devin. And I think once it became possible that he wasn't going to be undisputed and get the WBC title, I think he was like, I'm going to get out of here. So, hey, it was what it was. So, but yeah, I mean, shit, Rolly got a title. I mean, boxing politics. I mean, he got a title versus a guy who truly never campaigned as a welterweight, never beat another welterweight contender. In a way, it's sickening. In a way, it's like it's really, really sickening. So, but that's boxing for you. Which is probably 9 or 10 welterweights that can probably beat Rolly and beat him pretty decisively. He becomes a champion, and obviously, the next move for them would probably be he might have to fight the WBA guy from that Boots mandatory. So he might have to go and beat that guy. I've never seen that guy fight. But obviously the ideal situation for them would be to put Rolly in the position to unify with the Pacquiao winner, Pacquiao Barrios winner. So, and if he can get, Pacquiao, I'm pretty sure he financially set. I mean, I don't ain't mad at it, man. Rolly made a way. Rolly got it out the mud in Vegas. I didn't know Vegas was that dangerous of a city. Vegas is a bad city. You just see, Paradise, Nevada, whatever they call it. That's not Vegas. So happy for him, man. Hopefully, he get the bread. He did the job, beat Ryan Garcia. Now, he didn't want to fight Devin Haney. We knew what that's about. He knew he couldn't beat him. I mean, the new thing is say, oh, those guys are boring. I mean, his last fight versus Ryan was boring. Even though that was a lot on Ryan, evading, getting punched and moving. And, what they call running, and nobody called it running. They just all pointed to Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. But, so be it. So be it. So, but, that's the way boxing goes. Can't knock it. We've seen worse politics in the sport of boxing. In this era, we've seen guys who hold titles in other eras. They would not even sniff probably the top 10. But, like I continue to say, man, we'll see what happens if he got to fight the guy that Boots is supposed to fight. That might be interesting. And I know that guy feel played because Eddie Hearn controlled the title and didn't give him a shot, but he got some paydays. I'm pretty sure with him, they made some good step-aside payday deals with him. So I'm pretty sure he ate. And now he could get a title shot at Rolly, or, PBC influence over the WBA might scave off his championship dreams even more. You got a very winnable fight versus Rolly. And yeah, Rolly did well versus Ryan Garcia, but we knew Ryan Garcia couldn't fight either. He can't box. He can't fight neither. He was a product of the performance-enhancing drugs that was in his ass. And allegedly the word has been in his ass for years. And Rolly just hit, perfect timing. People forgot he got knocked out by Paul Barros, who Hiroka knocked him out. He's the guy who knocked out Jen Psaki a couple years ago. He was able to rebound. You know, Sean Porter showed you could take a loss and come back. Jamel Charlo showed you can take a loss and come back. Rolly showed you could take a loss to come back. Pacquiao showed you could take a loss and come back. So it's been so many fighters that's, you know, took a loss and they've came back and still did great things and had careers. But about 2 or 3 fights ago, Rolly got knocked out. Now look at him here. Could be the welterweight super WBA title holder of the world. You know? So I mean, you gotta have belief. You gotta have belief in yourself. You know? If you have a bad night, you have a bad night. You train anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks to get prepared for a fight. So quite obviously anything can happen. You know, just had a belief that you can bounce back and do well, and Rolly did. He made some adjustments. Leaving Coach Bullitt made all the sense in the world. You know, he got with Ishmael Salas. They worked on some fundamental things. They worked on him being patient and not being as, aggressive. And look at him. He went from getting, being competitive with Tank and getting knocked out. He get knocked out by Barrows. And now, you know, he can be the welterweight title holder of the world. And that just lets you know where that division is at. Now will Tank creep up in that division? Or T.O., will he just talk about being in that division? Or, will he, campaign there? I mean, they could be interesting, but I still don't count on these dudes fighting. T.O., Devin, Rolly, Tank, anybody that come in that division, Keyshawn, I still wouldn't bet my pretty penny that those dudes are going to fight each other. Really, it's all talk. Even when you hear Keyshawn Davis, it's about the money. I'm a businessman. I'm a money. Now niggas coming in, it ain't like I'm going into the ring and being a businessman. I'm a handle my business in the ring. No, I just here for the money. And I was trying to tell people that, is that, these dudes fight for the money. These dudes, they in it for the money. They not in it for the glory. And I understand you want to do something that you love and get paid for what you do. And absolutely, I agree with that 110%. I agree with that 110%. But if you don't have a passion for what you do, bruh, I mean, it's going to show. I promise you, it's going to show. 9 times out of 10, it's going to show. Man, this is wild. Why did I even come in here? They got a festival here. And then, they got a festival. Low key, they let me in free the last festival because I had my dog with me. And then you had this black lady who took issue with me having my dog there. That shit was crazy, dog. Everybody was like, she wrong. I'm like, man, I'm not arguing with no Keisha, and I'm not arguing with no Karen, dude. I'm sorry. That's just my stance on life. I ain't arguing. I'm not letting ignorance. I would just walk away before I argue with you. And unfortunately, I'm gonna do a Straws review. I watch Straws and shit, man, and I haven't finished watching it, but I watch Straws. So I'm gonna talk about it. But yeah, man, Rolly about to hit a lick. So I know they probably gonna have to fight that mandatory guy. They probably get him out of fighting that mandatory guy. And if that's the case, they can get him out fighting that mandatory guy. He gonna run and fight the Pacquiao in the Rolly winner. So I know that for a fact. I know that for a fucking fact. So, but politics, and that's why it's so hard. That's the hardest thing, more harder than the training, more harder than the fight is defeating the politics. You got all these different rules, different regulations, in boxing and different promoters. And somebody made a great point. I don't know who said this, but somebody said this. I think it might have been Timothy Bradley. You know what I'm saying? He made a great point. If Turkey wanted to help boxing for real, he would start, a federal governing system. And he don't want to help boxing. He want to buy it. I told y'all, man. Y'all be thinking because the person that got money got good intentions. No, his intentions ain't purely good. Businessmen are evil motherfuckers, man. Ain't too many good-hearted businessmen that's successful. It doesn't work that way. But shout out to Big Rolo. Um, you know, but this is what's wrong with boxing. Guys who shouldn't have titles got titles and through the politics of the system. But it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Check out the Boxing Room playlist. Peace.